morning. Am I audible to you guys? Okay. So last class, we were just half done with the forward and backward chaining. I wanted to show how forward and chaining and backward chaining actually works through an example. So I'll just continue with that one today. Let me share my screen first. So last class we just discussed what is forward and backward chaining. It is mainly used for inference engine, and inference engine is the component of your system that applies basically logical rules to the knowledge base to deduce new information. So how it deduce new information? With the help of two approaches. One is forward chaining and other one is the backward chaining. So your forward chaining starts with the known facts. Okay, whatever facts human provides to the knowledge base and stored in the knowledge base, based on that known fact, forward chaining start inferring new rules. So it always starts from the initial state to the goal state. And since it's based on the data available, it is data driven process. Okay, then backward chaining starts with the goal and works backward to determine what facts must be asserted so that the goal can be achieved. So your backward chain always starts from the backside, that is from the goal. Then it will go back to check which facts can be true for that particular goal. Okay, it goes backward. So your backward chaining uses DFS strategy and forward chaining uses BFS. So I wanted to show one example. So this was our given example. So here we have different facts. Okay, our known facts, first fact is that it is a crime for an American to sell weapons to the enemy America, to the enemy of America. Then second one was country, just take any name, I just took Iraq, is an enemy of America. Then third was Iraq has missiles. Then known fact is all the missiles were sold to Iraq by Colonel. Then missile is a weapon and Colonel is American. So we need to prove that Colonel is a criminal. Okay, that's the main thing we need to prove based on these facts. So in forward chaining, what will happen? We always start from the initial stage. In both cases, we will first convert all the known facts into first order logic. Okay, so after converting it to the first order logic, then in forward chaining, we will start from the initial state. That means we will try to deduce the left hand side. And in case of backward chaining, after converting it to the FOL, we will start from the goal state, means from where we need to prove. So let's convert it first in FOL. We were half done that day. Okay. So in first fact, it is a crime for American to sell weapons to the enemy of America. So our main thing is that there is an America, there is enemy, then we have weapons that is sold to the enemy, then it's a crime. The main thing is if these things happens, then it's a crime. So first we have an American and we took variable X. Then we have weapons with the variable Y. Then those weapons are sold to another country, correct? So we take another relationship cell. So X sold by Y to Z. Okay, we just read it X sell Y to Z. Okay, now we have another relationship. Z is the enemy of America. So I just wrote enemy G, enemy of America. So if all these things okay, then it's a crime. Okay, so next I just wrote criminal X. Okay, so just remember whatever relationship you use to convert it in first line, then just try if you can make the similar type of relationship in for other facts as well. Okay. So main line was this. Then in second fact, we have country Iraq is an enemy of America. So I can just use the same relationship enemy. Z is the enemy of America, but here we have a name for it. So I just wrote enemy Iraq, enemy of America. Okay. Next fact is Iraq has missiles. That means Iraq owns some missiles. Right? So I just wrote owns. Iraq owns missiles. And what is X? Missile is the X. Okay. So this thing we can just divide into two parts. Means this whole fact I can just divide into two parts. One is owns Iraq X and other part is missile X with the help of existential instantiation. In existential instantiation, if some of the things are correct, then we can also say the individual things are correct. Okay. So next one was all the missiles were sold to Iraq by Colonel. Okay. So this part was half done. Now what's happening here? We have all the missiles. Okay, those missiles were owned by Iraq, which was sold by Colonel. So for all missiles, I can just write for all X, missile is X. Then these missiles are mainly owns by Iraq. Oh, Iraq owns missile X. So it is similar relationship we used here. Owns Iraq X. Okay, if these things implies that these missiles are sold to Iraq by Colonel, right? Initially, in the first one, we wrote XYZ, means X sold missiles Y to Z. Okay, but here we have names. Who sells? Colonel sells. Colonel sells missiles. What is missile here? X is the missile here. Okay, to whom? To Iraq. Okay, so from this fact we can deduce this one. All missiles then sold to Iraq. So after selling missiles to Iraq, Iraq owns some missiles, so we can use this relationship. And if it is true, then we can imply those are sold to Colonel Missile X to Iraq. Okay. The next fact is missile is a weapon. So missile is a weapon. We can just say missile. X is there. If missile, then it's a weapon. You have also option that you can just write weapon, missile, X, or you can just write it in one relationship. But since I already used weapon and missile here previously, so I just use similar type of things. So it's like if missile X, then it's a weapon. Okay. Next thing is colonel is American. So I can simply use American colonel. Okay. So here we just converted all our facts to FOL first. Okay. Okay. So these are the facts here. Fact number 1, fact number 2, this is, you can just say 3, this one is 4, this one is 5, and this one is 6. Okay. Now what happens in forward chaining? We need to prove colonel is prime. Let's see for the forward chaining first. So here what we do, we see what are the implications here in the right hand side. Okay. Then we will try, basically we will try to use all the facts in the left hand side to deduce the right hand side. Okay. So what is our initial stage? Is this one. This is our first fact. So we will always try to start from the predicates in the left side. Okay. From the left side, we will see what we can deduce to the right. So our main thing is to show that criminal colonel. Okay. So that means if we just convert it, our main aim is to show criminal is colonel. Okay. So in the first fact, we have all these lines, then it's a criminal X. So that means anyway, we have to deduce this one from all the things we have. Okay. So you always start from the lower one. Okay. Lower ones means the small facts, those are already true before going to the big one. So what are the main things here? First fact is that America and colonel. The small things you check first before going to the imply part. Okay. Because the imply part means right hand sides are nothing but combinations of all the single FOLs. Okay. So first thing we have is American. These are the initial state. Okay. I can just write colonel. Okay. So what is the next thing we have? One is this one, imply weapon. Then we have cell, and these are the single ones. Owns Iraq and Missiles X. Okay. So I can just use 3 and 2 also, because in 2 also these are just single one. There is no implications. So these are the basics ones, the initials. American colonel. Then there was missile. Missile X. Next we had owns Iraq X and enemy Iraq America. Owns Iraq X and enemy Iraq America. Okay, so these are our initial state. Okay, then we will see if we can deduce anything from these initial states. Okay, so American colonel is just true, nothing is there. Then we have rule 5. Missile X implies it's a weapon. So from this missile part, I can just deduce its weapon part. Correct? From missile, I can write it's a weapon using 5. Right? Then we see what are the other left hand side. Okay, so in 4 you see we have missile and owns, and then we get the left hand side part is the cell, colonel, X and Iraq. Okay, so here you see we have both missile and owns. That means we can deduce this cell part, the number 4. Okay, so if we deduce it, we can just write this part, cell number 4 is colonel X Iraq. Okay, so just keep it same, cell colonel X and Iraq. One thing you always remember, see the variables. Sometimes it happens that you are using some variables in your like first stage, then in the second stage just make sure you use the same variables. The variables should not change. Okay, and you can change the variables as per the rules, because there is the method substitution. Remember, in substitution we can just substitute one symbol with the other one. So here it will just same the whole thing. Missile X and own Iraq X implies that colonel sells X to missile. Correct? So these are just same. So this thing is coming from both. Right? So it's coming from both. So keep it. Now what we have, see, we have America, which is colonel, then we have weapon X, then we have cell, then we have enemy part. So you see in the first one we have all these 4 elements: American, weapon, cell, enemy, and if all 4 things are there, then we can say criminal. Okay, so now you see in the right hand side all we care about the X. Y, Z are there, but those are kind of the variables we don't care. The main thing is we only care about the x part. Okay, so here, mm, so from all these four, we can say it's a criminal, right? Now, in the main thing, it was X, correct? But we only care about the American colonel because here in America, colonel is the X. So I can write colonel. Here weapon is also X and the missile is also X. Okay, just don't get confused. Whatever variable we are means concerned with, we just take that one. Okay, so here weapon is X, but here in the main fact weapon was Y and missile was also Y. Okay, then the criminal was X. X we found only in case of America, correct? And the cell part in X part. So YZ part was variables. For here it's just Y is the weapon, but when we do forward chaining, the Y part is X here. Okay, just don't get confused with this one. The variable name has changed because it will use the same variable when you come from the initial state. Okay, but in the end, in the last one, we mainly care about the person. You just match with the first logic, X and American X. So here we will only substitute colonel in place of X. So is the criminal colonel. So this is the proof. Okay, that colonel is criminal using the forward chaining. Okay, so this first one came from number 6. Then missile X came from your 3. Phones and missiles both came from 3. Okay, then enemy Iraq came from your number 2. Okay, then after this weapon missile thing came from your number 5 part. Then this cell part also came from 4 part. Okay, then this combination all come to the 1 part. Here you just substituted X by your colonel, right, for the using in first one. Okay, forward chaining will start from the initial. Now what will be the backward chaining? Forward chaining here. In backward chaining, we will start from the goal state. That means the criminal colonel part. So let's just see this one first for a while. So just remember, we will always start with the small single FOL predicates Then we will see from all these single one if we can go to or reduce the right hand side part or the implication part. Okay, then you just go imply. Then see what combinations can be used. Here we have like three implications. So from three we just imply colonel is criminal. Okay, so let's see the backward chaining. In backward chaining, we will start from the goal. What is our goal? Our goal is to show that colonel is a criminal. This is our goal state. So from the goal state, we will see if we can infer, or we will see what rules or facts we can imply from the goal state, or what can be used here. Okay. See, in the rule number 1, we deduce from criminal, the left part is this part. American weapon sell enemy. Okay. So from the goal state, from the criminal part, we can go to these four things. That means it's like similar this one. American. So since in the initial state, you are using colonel, just make sure the similar type of variables you use in the next page. Okay, if you want to change any variable, that you can just use another step. So initially it's just same. I can directly write colonel here because in the initial fact it was X. Criminal X, American X. Now our goal state is criminal colonel, so I can just replace all the X with the colonel. It's the substitution process. So next was your weapon Y. Weapon Y will remain Y because we don't care about this variable. Okay. Then we had this cell part. Then we have cell X, Y, Z. So in place of X, I can just write America again. So cell colonel Y and Z. Just keep it Z for the time being. Okay. Then we have enemy ZX. So just write enemy Z, and here it was America. So keep it same. Okay, so we deduce these things from the goal state. Okay. Next you see American colonel. This one is true from the fact C. Correct? So this part is directly like true part. Then from weapon, the left part is the missile part. Correct? From 5, from weapon, the left hand side is the missile part. and it's a backward chaining. So from weapon part, I can deduce missile part, missile Y. Remember, same variable we use from the successor node. So here weapon Y, so missile will be also Y. But in your main pack, it was missile X and weapon X. Okay, but when you do the chaining process, whatever variable you use from the initials, the same thing will be passed down to the second level. Okay, so missile X. Okay, from this cell part, we have two things: missile X and owns by Iraq X, right? Missile X and owns Iraq X from the cell part. So we can deduce these things from cell part. One thing I can write: missile Y, take the same variable. Then I had own Iraq X, right? Own Iraq X. Okay, in main thing we had Iraq X, but here in the upper part we use Y here, so we will use the same variable here as well. Okay, so from this one we deduce this one and this part, right? Now see, we have a single FOL for missile X, right? We have single thing from own X and missile X, right? So this part gets just stuck sometimes. So this part is again true. Okay, and missile same thing. This part is also true, and this own part is also true, right? We from using three, missile part and own part is true. Okay, then we have a enemy part, enemy Iraq and America. Okay, enemy Iraq and America. Here our logic is America Z and America enemy. Okay, you can do two things. If you want to change Z to Iraq in the first place itself, then also fine, because this variable is not directly means giving you anything. It's not dependent on the colonel part. Or you can simply do one thing. You can just make another step here to substitute Z with Iraq. Okay, so you can just write enemy Iraq and America. Okay, this is also fine. So here you are substituting D with Iraq. Okay, so from here you just deduce enemy Iraq America. So perfectly fine. So this part is also true now. So from the criminal colonel, we could just feed all the facts we had in our knowledge base. So all single parts are true. So hence proof that colonel is the criminal. Okay. So in both ways, this we prove that colonel is the criminal. Okay. In forward chaining, we start from the single part, then go to the goal state, and in case of backward chaining, we start from the goal state, then we go backward to see what facts or the left hand side we can fit here. Okay, Just see for a while and let me know if it is clear. The process of forward chaining and backward chaining. Main thing is how you convert your facts into FOL, and based on those FOL or relationship you use, you can use forward chaining and backward chaining. Is it clear to everyone? Forward and backward chaining means how inference use these two types of things to generate new facts from the already existing fact. Clear? Both types? Just go by the definition. Forward chaining starts from known facts and applies inference rule to extract more data units to reach the goal. And backward chaining starts from the goal and works backward through inference rule to find the required facts that support the goal. Therefore, your forward chaining is bottom-up approach and backward chaining is your top-down approach. And since this one backward starts from the goal, it's goal driven, and forward chaining starts from the data available, so it's a data driven. Forward chaining uses your BFS rules and backward uses your DFS rule. So forward chaining also tests for all the available rules, but backward chaining only tests for few required rules. If it's not going to just try to check all the rules. If using a few required rule is enough to prove that the main thing, the new whatever we need to prove is true, then it will just use fewer number of rules, all the required rules. But forward chaining will simply test all the available rules. So forward chaining mainly suitable for planning, monitoring, control and interpretation applications. And backward chaining is suitable for your diagnostic process, prescription process, then debugging and all. But in case of forward chaining, it can just generate just infinite number of possible conclusions since we start from the uh, rules available. So conclusion, there can be lots of conclusions. But in backward chaining, since we start from the goal, it will generate only a finite number of possible conclusions because we always start from the goal. But in case of forward chaining, there can be so many possible conclusions. There are only like 6 facts, so it's easy. But in knowledge base, then there can be so many other rules, and all the rules you can just deduce many different rules. So sometimes you might it might take time, and since it will just test all the rules, it's possible that there can be many possible conclusions. So your forward chaining aims for any conclusion. Okay, it can give you any conclusion, but backward chaining only aim for the required data to fit the goal. So from the knowledge base, we can say the reasoning part is that reasoning is your mental process of deriving logical conclusion and making predictions from available knowledge, facts, or belief. So we can also say reasoning is a way to infer facts from existing data. What is reasoning? A way to infer facts from existing data. So then again, reasoning can be many different times. It can be deductive. Okay. It can be types can be like deductive. Deductive means just deducing new information from logically related information. Okay, it is like the form of valid reasoning, which means arguments or conclusion must be true when the premises are true. Deduction can be like if all human eats vegetables. Okay, it is going to take a little bit time. Okay, deductive, just let me write names. Deductive, then abductive, common sense, monotonic, and non-monotonic. So these are the types of reasoning. In deductive, already told, inductive means arrive at the conclusion using limited sets of facts. Okay, then abductive means just logical reasoning starts with a single or multiple observations. Okay, okay, we will just continue in the next class. Okay, so I'm just stop sharing. I guess forward chaining and backward chaining is clear. After this, switch on your videos.
Present, ma'am.
বুজি পালানে forward backward chaining? Yes, no, কোনো কোৱা নাই?
Yes, ma'am.
So next unit of is just based on your your different classifiers. So most probably I will give you one classifier to each person, then you guys can just present. And at the same time I'll explain too. It's not like presentation. You will present, then whatever missing information are there, I'll give you that one. Okay. So, okay, thank you. See you tomorrow.